Well, thanks for staying with us. It's Breakfast Central on a Friday morning. As the country in Nigeria, particularly we're talking about Nigeria, starts its countdown to the elections. Well, a rise in arson attacks, as you saw in the front pages of the papers as well, against public institutions, particularly those essential to the smooth conduct of the 2023 general elections. INEC has sparked concerns about a violent electioneering season. The Independent National Electoral Commission has called an emergency security meeting with the heads of security agencies who are members of the Inter-Agency Consultative Committee on Election Security, ICCES, including the National Security Advisor, NSA, to discuss recent attacks on its facilities after being shocked by simultaneous attacks on its Osun and Ogun offices yesterday.
It was gathered that some hoodlums, numbering about 8, scaled the perimeter fence of INEC office at Yano Mortuary in Abeokuta, jumped into the premises and set the INEC building on fire from the back. After invading the premises, the hoodlums soaked loaves of bread with petrol and threw some into the building at different angles to light up the office. 65,699 PVCs burnt. We're gearing up to the elections. It's just a few days from the elections, and it's just very, very, scary to think about what the elections will look like.
This is not the first time. INEC started battling this offices being attacked by arsonists, or you could call them hoodlums, as rather put. And yet nobody has been caught, no culprit and the likes. We've also seen police stations being burnt, but just count down to the elections and then the INEC offices in different parts of the country is equally being burnt. Well, let's take a look at some of these clear statistics as well, if you want to look at it very clearly. Well, Festus Okoye, that's the National Commissioner and Chairman Information and Voter Education Committee, has come out to say the Resident Electoral Commissioner, that's for Ogun, Dr. Ni Ajalaye, reported that the office in Abeokuta South Council was attacked and set ablaze. The incident occurred around 1:15 a.m.
Wow.
when some unidentified persons overpowered the security personnel on duty and set the entire building ablaze. The main building and all the Commission's movable assets in the office were destroyed. They include 904 ballot boxes, 29 voting cubicles, 30 megaphones, 57 election bags, 8 electric power generators, and 65,699 uncollected permanent voters' cards, PVCs. Here begs for questions and answers in between. Wherein these permanent voters' cards ought to have been distributed to the electioneers or something.
The sad part about that is INEC has been calling for people to come and get their PVCs. We've been talking about it even when we had Festus Okoye on the show. That's one of the things that was being said, that people are not coming to pick up their PVCs. As much as people think that the PVCs are not important, it is very important. Politicians make you feel like it's not important, like your vote is just one. But if it wasn't as important, they would not be paying so much money to try and buy your vote. Unfortunately, 65,699 people have lost their access to vote.
That's too
Now,
much.
the question is, how quickly can we recover? It's 106 days to the elections. How quickly can we recover? Are we able to make additional PVCs before this time comes up? The money that is being lost, we're struggling with a lot. Election financing is not easy. It's not cheap. So this is incurring extra debt. And what is the message that they're basically trying to pass across? A message of fear, a message of intimidation?
A message that this shouldn't hold or this shouldn't happen because possibly a few persons have paid young men on the streets who are rather homeless, don't have anything doing, and tell them, listen, take on this task, go burn the office, I will complete your payment. I mean, I'm just saying, allegedly, if you look at it, because attacks like these are not just something you wake up in the morning and just go and do. Anyway,
it
that's
might be, some
story.
people have basically said that why this is happening is because some parties have felt intimidated at the way the elections are looking like they will turn. So the best way is to make the country not have elections. So it might just be, there's several speculations that have trailed this, but we hope that it's sorted out. And it's just a reminder that we need to beef up our security apparel right now, even now more than ever.
And just in case you don't know, INEC has indeed called for an emergency meeting with security operatives in the country. And that meeting will be held today, looking at best ways to secure their offices, the ballot boxes, and not forgetting to best way to secure, in short, your PVCs.